Yo, what is up, everybody? As Crypto 101 coming at you guys again with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about a new risk to earn game over on AVAX. You guys already know I'm huge when it comes to passive income, as well as when you put the GameFi into it, match made in heaven. So, you guys already know about Pizza Game, you guys already know about Police and Thief, and the other games like that. This one is different, right? But first, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit that comment button, hit that notification button so that you know as soon as these games come out, and you'll be early. You want to be early to these things. You don't want to come in after the wave is already here. Now, like I said, this is definitely different than some of the other games I mentioned earlier. We have different tokenomics. We have, an actual funny kind of storyline to it. And being from the US, I kind of understand it a little bit more. But it is a also that's really cool thing about it too, right? You have a US based team. Now, there's nothing wrong with being in a team from somewhere else, but what I like about that is it's normal hours. One thing about me sometimes with these other projects is, it's on in different countries, and it's hard for me to actually be engaged with the community and things like that because they're talking while I'm sleeping, right? So another big thing about it, I really do like the design of it as well. I really like how the Navy SEALs. I just like the different graphics, right? I like how they use the pixelated graphics, and that's always, you guys already know some of my other projects I'm in. I'm really big on that. So let's get straight into it. So we have the Navy SEAL game, and I know you guys always want to make sure it's safe, right? So this is one thing that they have done. They went here to Assure DeFi, and they got their NFTs KYC. So if you don't know what KYC is, that means that you know your customer. So what they've done is they've been able to provide their information and their identification to this company to ensure that, if something were to happen, they have the identification of the people who are in charge of this project. So that should make you guys feel definitely a little bit safer with this project. As always, make sure that you do your own research, make sure you do your due diligence, and always just make sure it checks out in your book before you invest in anything. So let's get straight into it. So we have the Navy SEAL game. So we've been making money on all kinds of different projects. A lot of people are making thousands of dollars on, Pizza Game. Pizza Game was huge, but this one I think is gonna be better. The reason why is there's a lot of things that have been created with this game to have a longer term stability, better tokenomics, and things of that nature. So let's get straight into it, guys. So the United States of America is facing a terrorist attack never seen before. Intelligence and security agencies have alerted the President of the United States regarding how serious that threat is. President of the United States and all his generals were taken to safety into the secure bunker by Secret Service agents. Intelligence agencies indicate that the terrorists are preparing to blow up several American cities with massive amounts of TNT. That's crazy. Terrorists are hiding everywhere around the country and are making bombs with TNT. The brave Navy SEALs were deployed in the US by order of the POTUS and are looking everywhere for the hideouts of the terrorists to catch them before they blow up everything. Will Navy SEALs be able to stop them? Will you choose to play in the terrorist team and succeed to run away with your TNT? Or will you choose to play in the Navy SEAL team to capture the terrorists and seize all the TNT they produce? So, another big thing I do like about this, you have different roles that you can play. It's not just one dynamic. You can either be on the good side, the bad side, or you can be the president, right? So, obviously, if you're the president, that's going to be a very rare NFT for you to be able to get, but you're definitely going to be rewarded for getting that one. So, welcome to the Navy SEAL game. As you guys can see, this is the design here. Like I said, I'm super big on these different games. I think this is considered 8-bit, so super cool there. So, what is Navy SEAL game? The Navy SEAL game is a new risk to earn. So, obviously, you have play to earn, risk to earn. With more risk, and this is a life lesson, right? With more risk comes more reward. So, definitely keep that in mind when we start going through some of the structure of this game. So it's built on the Avalanche blockchain. It's inspired by the world famous video game Counter Strike. I actually love that game. And the Wolf game Tokenomics with some innovative twists. To play the game, players must mint or purchase a character NFT randomly, a terrorist, a Navy SEAL, or a POTUS that can be traded in popular exchanges like not NFT Trade or Tofu NFT. Terrorist, Navy SEAL, and POTUS NFTs are competing over TNT rewards, the in game currency. With their TNT rewards, players will be able to mint more character NFTs, buy more weapons, to upgrade their characters, access leaderboard rewards, and much more. I'm competitive. I want to be the top of the leaderboard. You guys already know how I am with that. I don't take L's here. No L's here. We're only winning. Why did we choose the Avalanche chain? I don't even got to answer that, right? So we already know what's great about the Avalanche chain. Super friendly, transaction speeds are very fast, the costs are low in comparison to other blockchains, and why not? I just love the Avalanche community in general. So let's summarize. There's only 10,000 Gen 0 NFTs that will be minted with AVAX. So I believe this is going to be in the range of around 1 to 1.5 AVAX. That might change. Remember, we're still super early on this. So there's still some things that are being worked out, but that you always want to be super early to something versus super late. So keep that in mind. Another 10,000 NFTs, Gen 1 and 10,000 Gen 2 NFTs will be minted using TNT. That's big. I've seen some projects fail because they only use AVAX. But if you actually have some utility to your token, which in this case is TNT, you'll be able to mint the other generation NFTs. That's big. To run away from the Navy SEALs, terrorists have two choices. So they either can unload 30% of their TNT and run away successfully to another hideout, or either make a plan to leave the hideout with all the TNT. The longer the terrorists take time to make a good escape plan, the more chance they have in escaping the Navy SEALs with all their TNT. So that's real life right there. If you take more time to plan out your plan, you're going to be more successful a majority of the time. So that's really cool how they've implemented that. That's actually a real life thing. All the TNT seized from the terrorists are shared between Navy SEAL teams and the POTUS NFTs. POTUS NFTs are rare and exclusive characters that give you a great amount of TNT rewards. With their rewards, players will be able to mint more character NFTs, buy more weapons, upgrade their characters, access those leaderboard rewards, and much more. There will be a maximum of 30,000 NFT characters in total in the Navy SEAL game. When minting, you have a 90% chance of minting a terrorist, so you're probably going to get one of those, and then 9% of minting a Navy SEAL, and then 1% of minting a POTUS. So, this is going to be the premier one. If you get one of these, you're good to go. But you're good regardless, as long as you have a good strategy with these, and you have to be willing to take the risk. Are you going to risk it for the biscuit here, right? So here is, just giving you more information about the minting costs, exactly how much it's going to be in terms of TNT. So Gen 1 is going to cost 20 TNT. Gen 2 is going to cost 50 TNT. Now, we talked about the different NFT types. So you have the terrorist here, which you have the highest chance of minting. When you mint a Generation 1 or 2 terrorist, Navy SEALs will have a 10% chance of capturing your NFT. As a terrorist, your goal is to produce TNT and run away from the Navy SEALs. So what can the terrorists actually do? So you got a few options here, right? So you're able to stake it, which everybody knows what staking is. Your terrorists will produce 10 TNT a day, and there's no risk, right? If you want to claim that, your terrorist will run away to another hideout with 70% of its TNT. So the catch here is when claiming your TNT, Navy SEALs will try to find your hideout and arrest you. You'll have no choice but to lose 30% of your TNT when running away from the SEALs to another hideout. All the seized TNT is split amongst all the Navy SEALs proportional to their team ranks. So there's a team ranking system built into this as well. This is kind of crazy, all the stuff they have built into this. This is why I'm pretty bullish on this one myself. So, or you have a third option. You can leave the hideout and unstake. Your terrorist will try to leave the hideout with all the TNT he produced. This can be only done if your terrorist has at least a minimum of 10 TNT accumulated. So with this one, your terrorist makes a plan to leave with all of it, and you have to devise a plan to increase your odds of actually successfully getting away, right? So the more time that you take to make that plan up, the better your chances are going to be to actually escape from the SEALs that are chasing you down. So here's a little bit more on that. If your terrorist tries to escape the hideout after these certain days, these are your chances of actually losing all of it, right? So at that point, you really have to evaluate what is your risk tolerance in this game, because there's a lot of different ways you can do it. You could do the less risky way, but make less money, or you can do more risk, make more money. So be careful. If you choose to unstake your terrorists and try to run away from the Navy SEALs, there is a 1% chance that Navy SEALs kill you and your terrorist NFT will be burned. So that's kind of crazy. I'm like, man, I got bad luck on some of these things. I really hope it's not me who hits that 1%. Knowing me, I would hit the 1% like 2 times in a row, right? So let's talk a little bit about TNT. So the maximum TNT supply is 5 million. So there is 35 or 3.5 million TNT in total for the staking reward pool, and will be refilled automatically with each new minting in TNT to provide a good token life cycle. A million TNT will be reserved for community rewards, 500,000 TNT for the developers and the team with a hard vesting period of 1 year. So let's talk about the Navy SEALs, because that's super important too. You have the terrorists on this side, and then you have the Navy SEALs on this side. So you only have a 9% chance to actually mint a Navy SEAL, and there's 6 different teams. So the 6 different teams are, 1 is the weakest, 6 is the most powerful. So you definitely have to understand that if you do end up getting a SEAL, it is very important which team they are on, because the higher the team, the higher portion of the TNT that you'll be able to get from the terrorists if you do end up catching them. So there's also a higher chance of capturing a newly minted terrorist as well, the higher your level is. So you definitely want a high level Navy SEAL. And hey, that's once again something that's very realistic. Higher level, more trained, they're going to be better in terms of seizing the things from the terrorists, right? So, what can the Navy SEALs do? They can look for the terrorists, which is staking. So, you earn your share of all the TNT seized from the terrorists depending on your rank of your Navy SEAL. So, that's almost like a pool style, I believe. So, you would stake your terrorists, and based on the TNT that is accumulated, you would get your portion of that dependent on your SEAL rank. You could receive the TNT by claiming it, so you'll receive all the TNT seized by your SEAL, and then you can go back to base, which is unstaking, but you'll receive all the TNT seized once again by your Navy SEAL. So there's really no risk in having a Navy SEAL because you're not trying to get away from anybody, so that makes sense. So here's a few different examples of exactly how that would play out. Feel free to take your time right now and kind of read through those different examples of how that would actually play out, because that's going to allow you to develop a game plan and really see exactly what you want to do. And last but not least, we have the POTUS, the President of the United States, and you have a 1% chance of minting this one. So obviously with that, you are the Commander in Chief, the Guardian of America. So you're going to have a lot of benefits and perks. So you can aspire the troops, which is staking. So you earn a great amount of the TNT seized by all the Navy SEALs. And pretty much this is really like an upgraded Navy SEAL, right? You can stake it, you can claim it, you can unstake it. But what you're doing is you're getting your portion of the share from the Navy SEALs, the TNT they've been able to capture from the terrorists, but you're going to get a lot larger of a share because you're the president, right? You have those benefits and you have the right to be able to do that. So here is just another few examples of your TNT rewards if you were the POTUS, if you were to get that NFT, and you guys can just take a few seconds to actually read through that to really understand, how much more you would be getting as a president versus if you were just a Navy SEAL, right? So like I said with this, again, make sure that you understand that this is still very early. They're still working on the website. They're still working through a lot of things to really get this solidified. And I think that is super, super cool for us. And we really do have to understand that, you want to be in a project earlier than later. So this is a great opportunity to get in something before it really does hit the ground, right? Now, this is something I'm actually super bullish on. IRS taxes. Well, not in real life, but everyone has to pay taxes. Well, it depends on who. As the Navy SEAL game wants to encourage players to actually play the game instead of speculating on the price of the token, a special sale tax has been implemented. So pretty much what this is telling you is if you were just buying the TNT token to try to flip it, and buy it high, dump it, you're not going to make out well with this. You have to actually have a NFT to be able to have a 0% sale tax. All TNT tokens that do not come from the game have a 50% sales tax, meaning that all people that will buy the token for the sole purpose of speculating on a pump and dump will be heavily taxed. That is huge. I've been in a couple games to where people will just buy it low, sell it high, and they don't even have any of the NFTs. And that really kind of destroys the project. And that's not somebody who actually, is even in it. So their strategy. At the beginning of the game, your goal is simple. Be smart on how you manage your risk of getting caught while claiming your NFT rewards as the terrorist. The more rewards you have, the faster you'll be able to accumulate more NFTs before other players and have a chance to get Navy SEALs or POTUS. when the first 10,000 are minted, new game features will be released for Gen 1, like the armory upgrades to add more strategy choices for players. When all 10,000 Gen 1 are minted, new game features will be released for Gen 2, like leaderboard rewards and bomb making staking. So we already talked about the 50% tax, super bullish on that. So I like how they've already implemented multiple steps. So like once Gen 1 is done, this. Once Gen 2 is done, this. I think that is super important. And this just shows you a little bit more in terms of what's going on, in terms of what's coming next. We have the Bulletproof Vest. So definitely got to make sure you have one of those if you can get it, a smoke grenade NFT and a walkie-talkie NFT. And these tell you just the different things that you'll be able to do. Obviously, you can see some of the perks of these, that your terrorists cannot be killed anymore. You're reducing the TNT loss by your terrorists. You are adding TNT rewards. Oh, not even got more combat knife NFT. So you have a 10% more chance of stealing a newly minted terrorist. And then you have the defuse kit, which is your Navy SEAL earning 20% more TNT rewards. So those are huge. Now, eventually, like I said, the white paper is still early, so this will be all updated in terms of the contracts and things of that nature. So definitely make sure you're staying tuned to this because you don't want to miss out on this, guys. I think this is going to be a huge game. And let's talk a little bit about the Discord, because I think that's definitely important that we do take a look here at some of the stuff that's going on. So first but not last, first but not last, last but not least, we have the Discord. Like I was saying, there are all these whitelist competitions that you're doing. And if you guys have made it this far, I am going to have some free NFTs for you guys, as well as some whitelist spots so that you can get in at the best spot and you could possibly get a free NFT as well. So all you really need to do is make sure that you join the Discord, leave a comment, or just DM me on Twitter what your Discord name is, and make sure that you join their Discord. Say hello, say S Crypto sent you, and that is going to allow you to be eligible for one of those whitelist spots or one of the free NFTs. So definitely do that. Now, there are some different ways that you can come in here and get the whitelist. So make sure that you do that. You can write a thread, you could publish a meme or fan art, you can invite 10 friends, you can boost the server, you can take part in Twitter or YouTube raise. So they give you so many different ways for you guys to actually be able to get that whitelist spot, which is definitely valuable. You want to get a whitelist spot because you're usually going to be able to get a lower mint price, and then you're also going to be able to get an allocated NFT, which is a big deal. As you can see, you have all the whitelist information here, so definitely make sure that you go check that out. You have the announcements here, which the announcements are always done by the president, so it's like his announcement to the country. I think that is super cool. As you can see, you have the commander-in-chief, you have the joint chiefs of staff, you have General 1, General 3, the major. So I really like how that's structured. It's literally like realistic in that sense. So as you guys can see, we have all the announcements here from the president himself. Wanting to hear your feedback about the white paper, talking about the whitelist competition, talking about the feedback they did get, talking about how the white paper is now public. So definitely go check that out. We reviewed that earlier, but definitely go take a look at that and just really go back and look at some of this information, because it tells you about the team, tells you about the project, and it just gives you some good information on things that you need to know in relation to the Navy SEAL game, as well as the story here. So this is really cool that they have the story, and I think that is a big thing, because it easily could be a project where they just have it and then, they're just there just cause, right? But there's actually some really funny stuff, and I've like read through this because it has Kanye East, it talks about McDonald's, and it's funny because they were talking about this ball, like how the president's looking for this ball, and I was like reading through all of these to try to figure out where this ball went. But it's just super funny how they have these different stories here, how they have actual, spin-offs of these actual people. So Kanye East, and the president, and these different things. So it's just super cool, has a super cool vibe to it. It's funny, it's comical. You have, the president out here golfing as he actually does. So super cool there, guys. And make sure you go check out the white paper, like I said. Definitely check out the different giveaways here, because they are going to allow you guys to get those whitelist spots and, possibly a free NFT. They might do different giveaways. So definitely just make sure that you are super active, because you do not want to miss out, especially as early as you are. That's one of the big things, is this is an early project. So, they still have a lot of spots to fill. You want to get in early so you can get those whitelist spots, so you can get those giveaways before the masses get here. You want to get to these projects earlier, and you want to get here sooner than later. So super important. Make sure that you guys do hop here, you know, get active, get in the raids, leave some ideas, talk about your strategy, create some memes, you know, get here in the general. Let them know that S Crypto sent you so that you could be eligible for the NFT giveaway that I do, or one of the possible whitelist spots I'll be able to get for you as well. Now, as you guys can see, you know, they're very active here in the chat. If you guys have any kind of questions, definitely make sure that you just leave them here and they'll be able to help you. Remember, KYC, you guys are super early. You still have the opportunity for whitelist spots. You still have the opportunity for the NFTs. So there's no reason not to get in now. So just to recap, we have the Navy SEAL game, guys, super early. Avalanche, their launch, I don't believe it's been released yet, but I'll definitely get that information for you guys. And if you do want to know specifically, always hop in the chat and I'm sure somebody will be able to answer your questions for you. KYC, super cool story, really good tokenomics. You guys have seen the multiple things that have been implemented with the protocol in the game to allow for longevity. That is super, super, super important. We have a lot of potential here, right? If you guys know about some of the other games, I only get in things that are pre-sale and whitelist because that's where you're going to make the most gains. That's where you have the most opportunity to really make some great money. And we've seen what these games can do. Now, like I said, make sure you hop in the Discord, let them know I sent you. DM me your Discord name as well, and then you'll be eligible for their giveaways as well as mine. So guys, what are you going to do? You're going to join the Navy SEAL team. Let me know which NFT that you want to get. Obviously, everybody wants the president, but not everybody's going to get that. What's going to be your strategy? Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure that you guys do smash the like button, hit the comment button, hit the notification button so you know as soon as I release these videos. Make sure that you guys check out this project. Once again, this is not financial advice, but you definitely want to be able to look at this and assess if you want to get in. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram at scrypto101, where I post a lot of great content there about different NFTs and different crypto projects. Navy SEAL, what are you going to be? You going to be the president, the Navy SEAL, or the terrorist? Let me know, guys. Let's get it.